Welcome, everybody. My name's Tammy, aka the Fearless Mama. I'm here with my fearless crew. We're gonna do a Zoom tonight. I planned a Zoom at 5, and now we're at quarter after 5, so I apologize. I think it's the first time in hundreds of Zooms that I haven't made it on time. But family is first for everybody, right? So I just wanted everybody to just kind of accept my apologies there. I don't typically do a Thursday Zoom. My Zooms are actually Monday. The schedule is on Monday. So I do an overview for my main company, which is Get Fearless Freedom. And then I added on Vital Health onto the back end for my members. And I just want to show everybody kind of what that looks like. The reason why I added Vital Health on, and specifically we're going to be talking about that here tonight, is because of it seems like an epidemic of people not feeling well, or they've told me they don't feel well, or whatever it is might be the case whenever we're talking to people, Rob and I on the Zoom. So what we have is we have our, obviously, Get Fearless Freedom. We have a marketing system. So I launched that in 2019, and I used and have used this system for many, many offers. And so when May roll around, I'm just going to fast forward to May when I found out about this through a couple friends, and then I saw my friend LaFonda post it. I said, okay, now I'm going to take a look at this. So tonight's Zoom is to kind of show people how we've integrated both into the movement. So our brand, it's funny because we just had a Zoom this morning about branding. Our brand is to be fearless and free. So what does that mean to you? You know, think about it here. We've all been conditioned all our lives to work for someone else and not to really enjoy life. And so part of the reason why I'm late is because I have the time freedom, the financial freedom to be able to hang out with my family whenever I want. And that's what I want for so many families because you know what? They're only little once. I mean, Charlotte Fay is already going to be 6 months the end of this month. I can't even believe it. So time is flying. And my son here that just came on camera, he's been self-employed for 8 years. And so I told him the beginning of this year, we need to find a residual component for our Get Fearless Freedom members. So you might be a Get Fearless Freedom member, you might be a Vital Health member, you might be both, okay? Like Rob and I are, and LaFonda is. And I just want people to understand that, you know, when you are talking to someone, get to know what they want. Do they want more of a network marketing feel, or do they want more of a affiliate marketing feel? And I kind of feel like even Vital Health is an affiliate marketing feel to it, because I'll tell you why. Because when I got in, I went to town right away. I built my funnel with Get Fearless Freedom, and I started driving traffic, and I started getting signups. I was like, this thing works. You know, we're getting automated sales here, Rob and I. So we hit the leaderboard 2 times in a row, I believe it was, Rob, right? So we hit the leaderboard 2 times in a row, and I'll show everybody what the websites look like. And of course, you might have websites with other things, funnels and things like that. You might not even know what the heck I'm talking about. What is a funnel? But I can tell you it's made my life a lot easier. And that's the reason why I can have so much time freedom during the day. So I hardly even look at my computer and my phone during the day. I jump on at night, I do training and I do things like that. And that's what makes it so special. But we're going to do a more of a focused effort on vital health here tonight. Now, I don't have a formal presentation in front of me, but I'm going to have LaFonda come on out and talk. And I just want to introduce you to this amazing, wonderful lady that I've known for many, many years, but I've never had the honor to really work with her closely. And I can tell you right now, in the past couple weeks especially, but the past few months that we've been involved with Vital Health, LaFonda has almost like saved my crazy scattered team brain, and she's helped me focus and really, really see the whole vision here. And of course I did, but she's so integral in this. I'll tell you, I'm just so grateful for her. I woke up this morning thinking, oh my gosh, where was she all my life? Because, in my career here, because it's just like I wake up, that's taken care of. Okay, yep, I got that member signed up. I'm just like so amazed. And Rob's the same way with me. He takes care of the techie side and he ships out the laptops for us and he does all the techie setup. So I'm kind of like the coordinator and we're just building this really, really, really strong. So LaFonda, if you wanted to just say some wise words to everybody tonight, I think it would be really great. And the focus obviously is yes, we can learn about the products, but I think the focus is the business opportunity side here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. That was very flattering.
It's the
And
truth. I mean, you've been saving I mean, like you'll call me and tell me and update me and what's going on and all that. So I really, really appreciate you.
well, you're very welcome. As we've talked about quite a bit the last few months, um, and you guys have all heard us say, no one knows who Vital Health is. That's going to change very, very quickly with all of the things that are going on that are lined up. The people who are in right now, I think, they call us pioneers or whatever, but they see the vision, they understand the mission of what is going on and the opportunity. I have been doing back to back 3-way calls all week, and it's only Thursday, but still back to back calls.
Hmm.
And it's leaders in other companies who are coming on board and they're blown away with all the ways that you get paid here and the potential. I'm just seriously blown away. They've been plugged into James to do calls with them. They're going to be doing launch calls, but it doesn't matter if you are somebody who likes doing retail side or if you want to do in-home events or strictly online marketing, approaching businesses, whatever. You can do that here. You get to pick how you want to do it or multiple ways that you want to work this business. And I would encourage everyone right now, anybody that you are thinking about or you've been talking to, you need to get them in because when October rolls around or the middle of September, when they flip over this new back office, the marketing suite, the technology, the new products, and all of that, it's going to be insanely busy. And right now, you need to be building your foundation. Get binary qualified, um, and just reach out to everybody because there are so many big teams that have already joined and they're sitting there.
Hmm.
James mentioned one that they're waiting on. They've already been plugged in. They already have joined. They just haven't launched yet because they're waiting on the plant-based shake that is going live in November that has GLP-1 MCT oil in it. And that's what they're waiting on. Their team alone does 30 million a month.
Well,
And it's going to go crazy. So, you can very, very easily come in and, if you just want to be a $500 a month person or you want to be, like we've talked about, the 25K binary payout per week, you can you can make that happen here.
hmm.
Just we're live in 14 countries. I found that out today.
Yep. I just
Um,
noticed 14 countries now
yeah,
live.
yeah. You can pre-build in other countries. I know you have somebody you were saying in Ireland that's chomping at the bit. They
Yep,
can
she is.
pre-build. Yeah, they don't have to pay the membership and they can't order product, but they can start stacking a team and getting volume accrued there and ready to go.
Okay.
So that's insane. But yeah, just everyone just needs to realize because I know that's the reason you joined. You saw the potential and the opportunity. Are there little glitches randomly? Absolutely. We're switching things over, but it's piddly stuff. And anything that, may go wrong, not only do they fix, but they make better. And it's just small things. So that, I mean, that's my deal. Just stay focused, start reaching out to everybody, your chicken list, whatever you want to call it, anybody that you have seen out there that you've wanted to work with, or you, I know you reach out to people when they say something about their health, they don't feel good or whatever. You're on immediately there and reaching out because you have a solution for people,
Yes.
whether it's health wise, financial wise, all of it. So I could go on, but I'm not going to hog your Zoom. So
No,
yeah,
I think you're doing great. In fact, we're gonna do more like a Q&A tonight. I just went live on I almost said YouTube. I just went live on my Facebook. And so if someone stops and they're not scrolling anymore, what can we tell them to stop and listen tonight, right? We can tell them to just stop, listen to what we're saying. We have been just working like crazy behind the scenes. If you've never heard about this company called Vital Health, you definitely want to tonight. You want to sit here and just listen to us. In May, Rob and I'm just going to start over a little bit. Rob and I saw a post on LaFonda's timeline, and it was about a body scanner. Now, it was perfect timing because not only, and I can't really talk for my husband, but you can listen to his testimonial if you want. I've sent most people on my Facebook that I know, and we have done business before together. He has a testimonial. You can listen to that if you want. But for me personally, I was looking for something that would, just give me more energy just because of all the stuff that we're dealing with. And we have a brand new baby, granddaughter. I run a, big marketing company and things like that. So when Rob and I, and he loves the products too, but I'm saying like when we saw this, we said, wow, we got to be a product of the product. And so I saw LaFonda's post. The cool part about it is it doesn't seem like it's your traditional in the United States network marketing company. Number one, this is out of Mexico. I want everybody to understand. It's out of Mexico. The products are literally being manufactured in the company in Mexico. So that is how they can keep their costs so low. But I just want people to kind of stop. If you're scrolling and you're listening to this video now, stop and ask whoever's on this Zoom right here for the link to check it out. Okay, we have an 8-minute video. It's a sizzle video. So if you want to learn more, it's an 8-minute sizzle video. Geez, I can't talk tonight. Can tell that I've been talking to my granddaughter all day. Hey, boo boo, baba, right? Goo goo gaga. But it's an 8-minute video. If you've seen that already, you want to definitely grab a spot and this is not like FOMO or nothing like that. We're just saying because like LaFonda said before we went live on my Facebook, is that more and more people are going to talk about it. I brought in a lady. She's not on here, I don't believe, even though she goes by Jill. But I brought in another lady that brought in 3 people, 7-figure earners. And that was just because I kept a relationship going with her for 2 years in Facebook Messenger, for example. So I'm just telling people tonight that I'm personally looking for leaders. I'm looking for someone that wants to learn lead generation. I'm looking for someone that wants to learn how to close sales. I've closed sales for 13 years, high ticket sales. This is almost like a high ticket sale to me because it puts a lot of money in your pocket up front. So it's not like it's just, teeny little dinky checks that you're getting here and there. No, you're actually getting paid what you're worth. Okay. So don't be shy, get out of your shell and just get on board because I want people to win. And the thing is you can learn. You can learn what we're doing. You can earn as you learn. But I just want people to understand that honestly, I've never been so excited. LaFonda's got me fired up. I mean, she's not a person that's one of those rah-rah either. We were born on the same day, so we have very similar, personalities. Same day, same year. I don't know. Same day. I know that. But LaFonda, if you wanted to just elaborate, like as far as how to get started, the costs, we talk about making sure that you're binary ready for what's going to happen. I just wanted everybody to understand that actual part of it. So if you could describe that, that'd be great.
absolutely. Okay, what you need to do, There are several different ways to do it, but for you to take advantage of the ability to earn money right up front and get weekly pay is whoever invited you to take a look at Vital Health, get their join link, and you're going to go in and pick one of the packages. If you do a custom pack currently, they have a promo going on where it's going to waive the $29.95 membership fee. And that's just with one of the custom packs. And there are, four different ones of those at the level you want to come in: basic, builder, pro, and elite. If you're able to at all, I highly recommend the elite package just because of all of the perks that come with it, including, the global bonus pool,
Hmm.
the influencer level, which is at 150 points instead of 200. And I have no doubt this company is going to be a $1 billion company. So think about that. If you're at a silver level, which for you guys that may not know, silver just means you've personally enrolled 3 people that are active and you have 2,500 group volume. That's silver. But as long as you're silver, then you're going to get 1% of the global bonus pool. As this company continues to grow, and it's doing like 8 million a month, right now, they're on target to do, I think, 200 million this year. But that volume, that check is just going to continue to grow. But you need to come in with one of those welcome packs, and then you need to enroll 2 people yourself who do the exact same thing. And again, they have to buy a welcome pack, and you want one on your left and one on your right. That makes you binary qualified. The minute you bought your welcome pack, you're binary eligible. And then when you get those two, you're binary qualified. And what that means is as your volume continues to grow, um, let's say you have 2,000 on one side and 1,000 on your smaller leg, you're going to get paid on that $1,000 weekly, and that will continue to grow. Um, and then you can max out the binary weekly part is 25,000 a week. That's 100,000 a year or 100,000 a month just on that binary. And there are 9 ways to get paid.
Can anyone
To
on
add,
here deal with 25,000 a week, or do you need more? Do you need
absolutely.
more than
And
25,000 a week to live on?
and the other bonus on that, and that's what I was explaining to somebody on our 3-way call this week. Because when he enrolled, and I just gave him an example, I said, so the person that enrolled you, I said, let's say she just reaches that 25,000 a week, and all she does is, just quietly builds, stays focused, and not really focused on building it wide.
Yep.
And she just has her 2,500 volume a month with her 3 personally enrolled, and she maintains that silver rank. She is going to make 50% of his binary check match. So if he hits 25,000 a week, she's going to get 12,500 a week. And that's
12,500 a week. Did everybody hear that? Or are you still
yeah.
sleeping?
And that's unlimited. If you like, I know you've brought in a lot of people.
I have almost 50.
Tanya has brought in a lot of people.
That's correct.
Um, so that's you get that check match on everyone you bring in.
Yep.
And unlimited. So that alone is powerful. They were blown away over that.
Yeah, it's really powerful. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, not only does the company pay, monthly residual, it pays the fast start, and then it pays on the person that you brought in. So,
Yes.
and don't always think like, oh gosh, who do I have to hurry and tell? Actually, they're gonna organically come to you. Because I was telling a lady that joined me, and her brother actually lives over in Dubai, and I said, you know what, just take the products and then just just hang around him for a little while and he'll be like, well, how come you're feeling better? And how come you're happier? And how come, you know what I mean? Like just take the products and then the products are just gonna, you know, uh, almost enunciate for you. You know what I mean? So I just think that when people hear these numbers, they all start, yes, it's all exciting and they start freaking out, but then they start like getting a little bit too overexcited and like, okay, now what do I do and where do I go and how do I get all these people? So I just want you to think about two people tonight, two people that have said to you, and I've gotten Rob and I together combined, I think it's over, is it close to 50? I think it's close to 50 that we've just got, and we have our other business that we're doing. So you understand something. That's just by, you know, inherently talking to other people, that we just see and know online. Most of them on here are actually in already. Um, Put a one in here if you're already in to Vital Health with me and with Rob. And also, if you see my live on Facebook, please go ahead and comment, share, comment, tag, do all that kind of stuff. That's what the Fearless crew does. Is we actually tell people about what we're doing. Right? We don't hide in. We're not hermits here. We actually are marketers and network marketers, and we tell people about what we're doing. So I just wanted to say that when LaFonda talks about this kind of income that can be attained, it's going to take a little bit of work. And you're going to want to say to yourself, you know, this is what I did. Who do I want in my network? Who do I want long term? I'm not looking for people that are here one day and then gone the next month because I am a lead generator. So I'm not going to pour into all these people and then all of a sudden, oh, it's not for me. And next month I'm gone. I'm done with that in my actual career. I told you that, LaFonda. I said, I'm done with that. People pick my brain all day long about lead generation. People pick my brain all day long. It's actually like a little hen coming around. Tammy, 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 where do I go? Go, go, right? Listen, I have Get Fearless Freedom. You can buy solo ads. You can do offline ads. You can do a Facebook Live like I'm doing. You can do a postcards, drop cards. You can do like LaFonda says. You can take this offline. You can do whatever you want to do with this business, but it's up to you in order to plug in. So I just had to say that. I get excited. Of course, like I said, I've been, you know, doing the grandma roll all day. But I just, I sit there and I think, what am I going to say tonight? And I want people to understand the value of what we have here. We're working with a company that this amazing person decided to bring it to the marketplace this way. He could have just kept it to himself or kept it to the clinics that he was working with in Mexico. And I know that because I've actually been to Mexico and I've seen kind of what they do, how they work it, right, LaFonda? If you want to just talk on that a little bit, I know a lot of people share, about his story and the founder, because I always like to get to know, what's the vision of the founder and what's the vision of the leadership. Can you share that a little bit with everybody tonight too?
Absolutely. And that's kind of how I got introduced to it. I'm like you. I saw Tanya's post and it was talking about these holistic products, um, no side effects, all of that. And I thought, well, that's kind of intriguing. And so I was looking at that and somehow I stumbled across the video with Dr. Tony talking about how all of this came about. Him losing his parents at a young age and formulating these products in his garage, his holistic clinic that has thousands and thousands of testimonies from people that have came all over the world to see him with terminal cases that they've recovered from.
Hmm.
And these products are his formulas. Alex Reynoso just approached him and said, because he manufactured for other companies, he said, "Hey, let me do that. Let me manufacture your products," and that's how this came about. He had an 8-month wait list to get into his clinic, and they were using these formulas. I didn't know this until recently. They were using these same formulas to do IV therapy as
Oh,
well.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's crazy.
it is. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I do remember that somewhere along the way, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so who wants to always get an IV? It's time consuming. I've done it. I did it a
Yeah.
couple of years ago. I did it quite a bit with one of the things that I had going on.
Yeah. So, like I said, once I saw that, I told my husband because of, his health issues or medical situation, I guess, if you will, with his neck fusion surgery. I have tried several things, and I told him, I said, we're doing this. So, and I just haven't looked back. And then on top of that, when you see the culture that's inside the company as well, there's a reason they operate on the one team philosophy. And a lot of people are looking for that. They're maybe with companies and their check is decent, but their team isn't making money and they have to work their tail off to keep that check. When if they stop, then it's not walk away income, which is what we have the potential to build here, as as we were talking about. So just all of that, and to continuing to hear everything, all of these training calls and the leadership. It's insane. Not every company offers that. I think what we have here is
Mm-hmm.
just the complete package. I told somebody today, hey, I think you should check this out. I think this is what your soul needs right now, because just from the post that I've seen them do, I know he's not happy. Culture is good for your soul.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because, we've all obviously survived the past 5 years, and I think we all need that for our soul. We need that. Um,
absolutely.
it's just like it's
Absolutely.
like taking off and just being able to say, "Hey, I want just a full day with the family, shut down everything. I literally turn off my phone, and just enjoy and be in the moment."
Yeah,
And that's what I think people are looking for. They want more time out in the woods. They want more time out in the rivers and the streams and going back to nature and no more hubbub. And I just feel like to have a income stream where you can, yes, if you want to jump on a Zoom like we are doing tonight and to talk to people and to see if it's something that they can, see themselves fitting in, and it's a great culture. And I love it because I want to say, like, in the morning time we have 8 o'clock, which is a little early for me because right now is my nighttime and I work up until sometimes wee hours of the night getting back with people. But they have one in the morning and then they have an overview at night, every single night. And that's great. And it's live. It's not, one of those pre-recorded Zooms. So you can always, join, get involved, and then get your people on. We also have a chat. We have a silver chat. I want to announce that Amy just became bronze. She couldn't make it tonight. I'm so excited because she was the first one that actually joined Rob and I, good friends of Rob's, but she's bronze. We're gonna have a lot more people popping ranks here right and left. I can tell this month already, and we're only at August 21st. Actually, it's getting to be second part of the month, and I just wanted people to say that it's a good time, especially when the fall season comes. So a lot of people are looking for a way to make some extra funds, extra income. Um,
right.
right, with Vital Health. So, anything else you want to share about the company itself, LaFonda, that you've learned about yourself through just some of the Zooms we've been on?
Um, No, I mean, like I said, I'm just blown away myself with
Mhm.
just all of it. The products, the scan, you know, I know several people that ordered the scanner. That's an untapped gold mine here
Mhm.
that you could make a significant income with just that. And we have people doing it, but to be able to sit down with somebody you work with or you go to church with or a family member and in less than 3 minutes do this scan that addresses all the issues that are going on in their body, and then say to get a report that says here's what you need to take supplement wise, lifestyle change, dietary change, whatever.
Mhm.
That's just beyond impressive to me. And it's spot on accurate. Even
There it is
people
right
who,
there. Rob's
yeah,
demonstrating it. Thank you, Rob, for bringing that up.
yeah. Even
That's spot
people
on
who have
accurate.
had blood work and stuff done and haven't said that they just had it done and they do the scan, then they'll say, this is spot on with what my results are showing. So, yeah, that part's crazy.
Yeah, I just had a team member get back to me today. He's gonna do a lot of different scans for his family and whatnot. But I definitely tell people all the time just to have one in your own house and your own family is a great thing to have, a body scanner. Now, this is the difference between, I feel like this company versus other companies is that you can get a body scan, yes, but if you want to check out, like for Jill, for example, I told her, I said, you can go to the chat bot and you can type in what it is that you want to correct or preventative. I mean, let's just face facts. I mean, always preventative is good too, but I just want to, because I'm live on my Facebook and I'm recording it, and I'll end the recording and the live and we can talk privately. Just I wanted to make sure that it's compliant, right? So we'll talk about that stuff when we jump off the live. But I just want to tell people if you're listening to my live and you want the chat bot, just send me a message and I'll get it over to you. So, but is there anything else you wanted to say, anyone, before I end the live stream off of my Facebook? Because you can feel free to tag anyone here tonight to this video as well. Rob, of course, do you want to say anything amazing that you normally do? This is my son, Rob, and he has been behind the scenes helping me, making sure everybody gets set up. He does the laptop setups. We've switched from sending out Chromebooks. We started last year, September, before we even joined forces with the Vital Health company. We were shipping out Chromebooks and laptops. And so that was a really great special occasion and people love them. We've sent out hundreds almost, I think. Hasn't it been like almost that? It's
It's a
been crazy.
lot.
It's been a
A
lot.
lot.
So Rob's been busy back to back to back. He has a gentleman actually tonight that he's going to be getting set up for laptops. So you don't even have to worry about that with this community, with the Fearless crew. So I just wanted everybody to understand that that's what my son does. So Rob, if you wanted to just go over before we end the recording and end the live stream of how you can help people, because a lot of times people are a little nervous about the techie side, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I come from a background of learning technology, right? So I say it's never actually hard. It's just you haven't done it yet. And it's just that's really all it comes down to. If I were to be brought into a car workshop and I was told right away that I have to work on an AC in the car and just start fixing the engine, I would not be able to. So
Right.
everyone has their own strengths, right? Everyone has their strengths. I couldn't go into a bank teller job and then start counting hundreds in front of me. Although I do like money, I think it's a nice thing. It's a great tool. But you know what? I wouldn't be able to do it properly. So we all have our strengths. Every one of us has it. And so when we look at our weakness and we ride on our weakness, then we immediately fail in life. So what I say is if you're going to have a team and you can't pick a better team than what we have here. We have LaFonda, absolutely wonderful sponsor. I have to say that from my own voice. We have a great leadership that even is above us. We have people that are just having a vision that they want to be the light in this dark world. And they just understand that this is something that is unlike anything else. The fact that there's a scanner, this resonance, this beautiful, amazing magnetic analyzer that you actually can take and plug in your finger and, can tell Al exactly what's going on. It can tell Shirley what is going on. It can tell Chris, with great accuracy. Of course, we're not here to diagnose, treat, or prevent any cure of a disease, but we're here to say, look, when your body has the right nutrients, it's really going to help you out, right? It's going to have help you, and with the products and what they've done, and it just really, it's amazing. It's amazing what they've done. So, from a perspective of someone that, like my mom brought me in, to this type of world, this type of business. I say it, let's number one, I say keep it simple. right? That's what my number one thing is ever. Keep it simple, right? So any vision of business you have, never have scatterbrain thoughts, right? And so if you're coming in new to this and you're hearing us and you like it tonight, just understand that it's a very simple, very nice process how we just go forward and we work together. So that's number one. Number two is if you already are in it and you've been in it maybe for a month, maybe a couple weeks, or and you're seeing all the action. I say you got to be the light yourself, right? We have a great, amazing lady here, Jill. Amazing job, by the way. Nice to meet you. Great job. And you know what? And she took it into her hands and said, "I'm going to reach out. I'm going to get find those leaders. I'm going to be Kathy tonight. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to be Chris Salisbury. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to do that because that's what I did, right? And that's what Mom and I did. I'm going to be the Robert. I'm going to reach out. And so I reached out and I already got a couple people on the night. And that's really all it takes because if you take it from a standpoint that you know that's what they need and you know that they can't bite your head off, they can't bite your head off through the phone. I mean, Apple has not created a new way of having someone bite your head off. No what? No way. I mean, that would be not be good. That would not be good, right? So we're not there. We're not there yet, and I don't think we ever will be. But what I will say is reaching out, spreading the really amazing news, and just the vision, knowing that you have a really good anchor where you have LaFonda to help, you have my mom to help, you have myself being the tech guy. You know, when you see a really good movie, what is there always going to be, right? There's going to be a tech guy. Oh, hi, everyone. There's going to be a strength guy. I have that too, luckily. My joke is there's always a movie character that has their strengths. And so what Christina may have is she may have her strength here, or Shirley may have her strength there. But we all have it in a certain way, and you have to lean in on that because the moment you lean on your weakness, that is immediately when you're going to fail. Your brain will tell you, you're not going to do this. You're not going to join that. You're doing that. But really, ultimately, our vision and goal and plan is that the only way we're going to make this world better is if we actually make our own world better. That's it. That's the only way. I never have seen one time an external force ever help me. I never have seen it. And no one else I one time was at the gym, guys. I'll tell you this, and I'm going to wrap you up this. But I was at the gym and I actually hurt my foot really bad. It was a few months ago. And I'm like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, what just happened? What happened? And guess what? No one came to save me. No one came to ask me how my foot was. No one at the gym and they're whatever doing their thing, the workers, no one came. And I was genuinely like, whoa, what just happened? So my advice to everyone is to be that leadership because guess what? The actual people are going to see that. They're going to love that. And guess what? It happens at any age. You can do it at any age. It does not matter. I'm 30 years old and I understand that. And when I'm in 60s and I hopefully make it in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, I always pray and hope. But you know what? That's where I say it is we have the chance every single time we get on these Zooms. And it really comes down to just simply being yourself and getting the good word out. Because getting the good word out, and like I say, I get out of my shell and I started, mom said, wow, amazing all the stuff that you've done. I mean, I've lost 40 pounds. I've lost 40 pounds. If you saw me flex, you'd be like, is this guy like a weightlifting competition guy? I mean, I have felt so good with these products. I'm
Feeling amazing on
absolutely
these products.
amazing. All my levels are becoming normal, LaFonda. It's absolutely incredible. So what I say is the energy, the ability to actually feel better, that's what matters. That's what matters, right? And so we can get on a million Zooms. We can hear the positive people talk around us. But are we being positive to ourselves? Are we being the leadership? And so that's what I love when we see that. We have great people like Jill, we have Christina, we have LaFonda, we have Lori. Hey, Lori. So we have all these great people, that actually have their own growth because we all learned it's the hare and the tortoise, and the tortoise won. The tortoise won, right?
That's right.
So
That's
that's
right.
that's the key is consistency is not is actually going to, obsession and consistency is going to actually beat someone with talent. So if you feel that, you see others winning all the time, understand your consistency is what's going to pay off. That's what I've been finding. And that's actually what I've been finding with working out and just going and feeling better and just taking these products. And just with the scanner alone, like I was showing you a little video, guys, that real-time scanner, so amazing. And that right there is gonna what sets us apart. And like I always say in closing, is we are all born for a reason. We're either going to live into the fear or we're going to live into love. That's the two that we can choose. Which one it really it comes down to fear or love. And so we have to lean on love. We have to lean on to help others. And that's where this is the best part. And I'm going to say this, when you do stuff good, you are rewarded. And that's why we have an amazing comp plan. And so, just like LaFonda has explained, and many others that you see, you want to tap into that, right? Because no one, remember, I was at the gym. I was at the gym, everyone.
Yeah,
No
no
one
one's
came to
gonna pay
save
your
me.
bills
I
but
didn't
you.
no one built my foot again. No one came to build my organization.
Yep.
I did it. I got up and I actually did it. And because of that, because I had my foot back and I a very sensitive foot. And I started just like massaging it and working it through. And I knew that because of that, now I'm able to walk to my office, right? Because my foot, I did it myself. And now I'm on a Zoom. So that's really how it goes, is we are all going to be that warrior within. And so that's what I found. And no one was going to put the muscle on for me at the gym. So anyways, that's all I'm long-winded tonight, but I think that in recording and on live, I think we're going to have a lot of winners come on board just
I think so
through
too.
all of what we're saying. So
Absolutely.
thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I tell people all the time that I didn't do the work for him. He learned how to do lead generation. I actually made him log in, go through the training, Rob, and then you implement it. So I just want everybody to know that. Yes, I help him learn where the traffic is, but other than that, he's done everything himself. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording. That was awesome, Rob. I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and if anyone has any questions on here, go ahead and